Got a haircut.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, look. Fucking looks alright from that angle. Not that one.
Pretty weird. I can't see mine. I'm sure I look amazing.
I like how confident you are. I really love that. I think that's probably one of my favourite things. You know what one of our challenges should have been?
What?
There's a lighter down there. Who can hold the flame under?
No.
No, okay.
All right.
Two brothers.
Daddy, Dad.
Not hungry.
Hey, Dad.
Getting right into it today. How are you, Kev?
And this is the Dad vs. Dad podcast, final episode for season 1.
It is.
How
are you, Kev?
I'm good. I'm actually really good. I had yesterday off, had a bit of a break day.
Yeah, nice.
Starting my new role in my job.
Yep.
And had a break, got my hair cut, did a haircut for Ellie.
Yeah.
Got her nails done.
Yeah.
Sat there on my phone in the nail salon for an hour going, man, is this really... Have I become one of those guys?
The bag holder.
Let me hold your bag, dear.
Yeah.
No, and then did a club lunch.
Yeah, fancy.
And a club beer on a weekday.
Oh, I love a club beer on a weekday.
Oh, it was so weird. So
have you ever had one on a work break?
No,
Yes.
I can't. I definitely could
Yeah,
not.
you're not allowed to, but...
No. So I don't. So we did the club lunch.
Yeah.
And I had my snitty.
Yeah.
Chips.
Yeah.
And it's the most I've eaten in like a week and a half. I'm just like so full from it. So today's going to be a bad way day. But I did really well the rest of the time.
You might be good then. I think I'll be pretty good this week. I reckon I'll be under the 100.
Oh, me too.
I have a life hack, a dad life hack, a dad hack.
Dak.
I got a Dak. So my Vera hates crust on sandwiches, like most kids do. So I usually chop them into triangles because it's the easiest to just not eat the crust.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother cutting the crust off for her.
She might try it one day.
Yeah. But recently I decided, you know what? Just cut the crusts. For a reason. Doesn't matter. I was doing something weird with the sandwiches.
Yeah.
But I cut the crusts. And then rather than just throw the crusts out, French toasted them.
No.
Yeah. Whip up some eggs. Crust in there. Whip them around.
Did she eat
Heaps of
them?
salt. No, not for her. For me. So she gets her lunch or breakfast or whatever. Crust free. She's happy.
Yeah.
I get lunch out of scraps. Basically free lunch. Free breakfast. And it's delicious. It's like French fries.
There's
I call
no
them French
wonder
fries because they're little French toast sticks. They're so good.
But there's no wonder you're saving so much money. You're not eating real meals.
It's real. It's eggs. It's got protein.
How many crusts
Good
did you
fat.
have?
Good protein. Like 3 sandwiches worth.
Oh, well, yeah.
So it's not heaps of carbs.
Let's line them up. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12.
11, 12. So, from here to here, they're breadsticks.
Yeah.
Covered in egg.
Yep.
That are this thin.
Yeah.
I guess that's a meal.
Yeah, that's a meal.
Someone's calling that a meal.
Yeah, it tastes amazing.
Birds.
Tastes so good. Put some paprika and salt in the nice one. Oh,
Have
so
you seen-
good. And filling.
I've seen toasted sandwiches where they like make a grilled sandwich and then just like they make the egg, but they pour all the egg in the pan and then they fold the egg over.
Yeah,
Oh, don't even look at me like that.
I've done it.
Oh, is it
Not
good?
as good as I thought.
Oh, really?
Like, it's better when you just French toast it, to be honest.
Okay, well, yeah. Am I
Yeah.
gold? Yeah.
And I've spun it.
Good.
Although, French toast, partway through cooking it, put a bit of cheese on one, slap them
Yeah.
together.
I'll tell you what, those French really know how to make their toast.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, cool.
there was another. Oh, and we got a new seat for Vera for the car.
Oh, yeah?
She's so excited about it. It's got cup holders.
No
Yeah.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
we saw all of them.
Yeah.
We were considering doing a booster seat, and like always, Ellie goes, "Oh, we should get this," and I go, "No, we don't need it,"
Yeah.
and so we didn't. But we did look at all of those things, and yeah, there's crazy like Spider-Man ones, and you just think like, man, you could like hook some cool shit onto this,
Yeah.
like crazy speakers and
Yeah. I also used Facebook Marketplace to sell stuff for the first time.
Okay, what was that like?
Just
How'd you go?
uploaded a bunch of crap. Like that I'd been meaning to put up there for years.
Yeah,
It sold within hours.
no way.
Yeah. I did price it really well. Just
Yeah.
to move. But still good money from it.
What sort of stuff are you putting on there? Because I mean, we have a lot of crap.
I put on a car alarm system that I bought ages ago and never installed.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Got about 150 for that. And a bike light. Got 150 for that as well. There's a racing bike light, so it's like super bright. You're not supposed to use them on the roads.
Yeah. Okay. No, so they're not buying like half-used can of bug spray.
Yeah, no, it's not my it's not my like just shit lying around. It's good stuff, but
Okay. I mean, we've got this dining table, but I mean, we might use that for the new set. But
it might be involved.
maybe.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't know.
see.
I don't want to go. I want to build. I want to do something cool. This guy just decided to mow his lawn. Right.
Yeah. All right, so we are going away for a few weeks.
We're not going away. We're sitting here. Well, we're not sitting here.
There won't be any episodes for a few weeks. We will be building the new set, new studio. We're going to have these microphones, new stands and stuff, so they're less in the way. New cameras, and a new background.
Yeah. Look, and this
matching
is,
chairs. So, like, I've got this thing that like leans forward all the time. It's horrible.
Horrible.
Kevin makes me sit on that. He hates me.
So, just as a really, really big thank you to the patrons, you're actually the ones who are helping us build this set. So, we've obviously been doing this for 6 months now, and it's been so much fun and working with what we've got. You know, we're using our own personal phones for cameras at the moment.
Yep. And so far, we actually haven't spent any Patreon money on anything. We've only used our own money for stuff.
Oh, we did. So we did use a mic for Patreon money.
But it didn't come out of Patreon money.
No,
yet.
I used it. So
Yeah.
I think you owe me half
Patreon
that.
owes you. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we're going to be finally putting that Patreon money to use to build the set. While we're away, we will be still uploading stuff to the Patreon. You'll be able to see updates and photos and
maybe some time lapses if we build and
yeah, we do appreciate all your support, and you'll be able to see where that support's finally going. You'll be able to. It's our gift to you.
classic Kevin derailing Jeremy's conversation.
Oh yeah, that's how it always goes. Kevin the derailer.
Well, I guess
I got my revenge last week, which we'll talk about later.
so. I guess the other thing is, if you think about it, this during this podcast, during the last 6 months, so much has happened. I got a diagnosis for ADHD.
Mm.
I'm medicated.
Yeah.
So like every day at 11, and I think this has to do with our tired co-hosts problem. So, oh yeah, so relatable. Everybody's got a tired co-host. No, it's like I think it has to do with that because I have these crazy burnout periods, even like at work. 11 to 12 o'clock. Within that hour, I'm like, I'm very, very tired now. I don't know. I can't stop it. So your tired co-host thing, it's a crash, okay? It's not tired at all. I just burnt out heaps.
So it is a huge problem. Vote it up, everyone.
It's not a mountain.
It is a mountain.
Yeah, so relatable. All right. Where are we? We're on Dadlympics. So this is the last episode of season 1, which means that we are going to watch me fail.
Yes. Kevin has to win all 4 challenges.
Kevin has to win all 4 challenges. What have you done?
I don't know. That
Why don't
seems
you
to be
wrap the
recording
mic?
fine.
Why don't you put the mic cord over the mic stand?
You set up the mic
I
cord.
gave you the mic to say, hey, deal with this. Not just put it together. Not just, I'm ready.
Kevin has to win all 4 events this week. Coming back in.
Right.
And an extra special thank you to our biggest patrons.
So, Daniel,
Vela.
and Sue, thank you so much.
You guys have gone above and beyond. You're paying way more than the recommended amount, and we really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, and just the support in general, and knowing that there's people watching it or enjoying it enough to fund it.
Yeah,
Like, it's so
crazy.
awesome. Like, we're just 2 dads,
Just hanging out.
just hanging out.
Yeah.
You won't hear Stacey's voice in the background at the moment. Unfortunately, she was too tired to come in today.
She will be less involved in season 2. She might make some special appearances and that kind of thing. But it'll mostly just be the boys again.
Yeah. But thank you so much, Stacey.
Yep.
It's been awesome having you on. And we will have you on for other things.
And she is both a Patreon member as well as a producer those
She's
times.
paying for herself.
Yeah.
She funded her work.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those, like, what do they call it? The non-for-profit.
Not profit, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So thank you, patrons. That's very, very crucial and important, and it helps us with feeling pretty good.
Yep. So now for part 4 of Dadlympics. Kevin needs to win every challenge this week to be dubbed greatest dad of all time.
Yeah.
I only have to win 1, and I am the greatest dad of all time.
Oh, and our weight challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
okay, cool.
Also, yeah, okay. So our first challenge, we're going to name 90s TV shows.
How are we deciding who goes first? As we always do.
Hey. Rock always wins.
I know, and I know you always go for it. I don't know why I think he's going to change this time. You never do.
Are you ready? Dragon Ball Z,
Friends.
Pokemon,
Seinfeld.
Oz. Okay.
No!
Greatest dad of all time.
How
I
was
win.
it that quick? Everything was waiting on that. You know, I had so much time before the show to think what shows there were, and I'm like, shows from the 90s. Yeah, there was like Seinfeld, Friends. There's heaps.
90s
And then I
Batman,
didn't
90s
think of
Spider-Man.
any of them.
And like,
X-Men, Malcolm in the Middle, Simpsons.
yeah, you watch a lot of 90s shows.
Oh, all right.
Yes,
now,
greatest
hold-
dad of all time.
Hold on. We haven't done this for a while.
Yeah.
And this one's meaningful.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you are the best dad. I might be the worst dad. In
Yep.
fact, I am officially just not as
Yes.
good of a dad.
Yeah. We could say second best dad.
Ah, that's all right. One
Yeah.
is the loneliest number, you know.
Yeah, that's it. We need a second best dad in the world. All right.
That's okay. All right. I'm happy to give you that title. You've earned it. Well done. Congratulations. Far out. That went so quick.
Yeah.
Like-
So glad we don't have to do all the other challenges.
So moving forward, we're not going to be doing challenges as often. They will come in, but we found over time it was getting exhausting.
Yeah, even just coming up with what to do for challenges, like it was.
And obviously, I mean, we did want to do the challenges the past 2 weeks, but then other things came up, and it was just okay. We gotta it really is a lot to work in for some reason. I don't know, like put pegs on your face again. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
But for some reason, I'm like, is it good? I mean, there were numerous challenges where we would sit in silence.
yeah, that's the thing.
How
as
good
well.
is that for people just listening?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dumb as. So no, I'm kind of glad to just not be doing them. So I appreciate it. I mean, look, if you did love them, find someone else who'll do them.
But we might every once in a while bring in just a fun challenge, not necessarily a regular thing.
Yeah.
But whenever we feel we need to get one over the other, we will
Yeah.
compete. We will be doing more of a mountain or molehill focus. So,
Did you see my new shirt?
yeah, pretty cool.
Alexis. Oh, God, I love them so much.
I'll give them a go. No, I probably won't.
I'm going to make you because they are just genuinely that good.
All right, send me their best song later. Just pick one song that's got to sell me.
Ooh. Do you like slow? Do you like ballads?
Sometimes.
I
I like everything that isn't Alexis on Fire.
Okay, hang on.
They're probably fine. Anyway, let's worry about that later. I'm sure they're a fine band.
I love how you rushed me through that. Speaking of, they played the Rush a tribute thing.
That's fun.
Yeah,
I do love Rush a lot.
except they didn't have the screamer, so they just screamed it themselves. So it was good though.
Okay.
They played, yeah. I just want to announce that they were, one of the neighbors were mowing their lawn. The other benefit of not having like a proper studio to go to is just living at home. You get all those sounds. I love it. I actually love that like people make the most out of their own circumstances. That's one thing I just like. This is your world. Do your best with it. And then like you hear all the nitty gritty raw things.
Yeah.
I don't love it. Like I
It
love
is
that
Saturday morning. That's like typical mowing time.
Yeah, I should probably mow my lawn. Anyway, where are we?
Mountain or molehill?
How are we going to introduce it?
Like that.
You don't want a song?
If you got a song ready.
Words that rhyme with mountain. Fountain.
Put me on the spot.
Hey.
Great. Perfect intro.
Now, what was that thing that you wanted to do as a starting point for the mountain or molehill is blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. So this is Mountain or Molehill, the only show where you let us know if we are bringing in serious issues or just making a mountain out of a molehill. You can vote them up if you think they're mountains on
r/mountain or molehill.
and down if you think they're molehills.
On r/mountain or molehill.
Or just up on patreon.com/dadvsdad.
Yes, but also through Reddit for r/mountain or molehill.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I do think if you can get on there, the Reddit page is a bit more fun, being able to vote down, that kind of thing.
And you can actually see like the newest, so you can select whether you're viewing by the newest mountains or if you just go by the highest to lowest, in which case you can start going, why are they so low?
Yeah.
Why is Mount Everest not a giant mountain?
Exactly.
I'll tell you
So
why, because it's not an issue.
You can vote them up or down. Yeah. It's fun seeing the whole list in order, which ones are the biggest mountain, that kind of thing.
So where were we from last week?
So last week, because all of our listeners are boomers, naturally the boomer problems won.
Oh, God.
So
Ugh.
Dad brought in people who get offended. That one, that was the biggest mountain.
I've heard only boomers say that.
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah.
Everybody's offended these days and I hate it. It doesn't
Well,
happen. It's just...
We see that too, but we have different words for it, like cancel culture and keyboard defenders.
Well,
Because there's more than just people getting offended. It's like there's different kinds of being offended.
well, there is.
There is.
And there's a difference between being just an asshole and expecting no one to care and genuine things that maybe, like, I personally think you probably shouldn't drop the N-word anymore. Not cool.
Yeah, no, I'm not big on the N-word being dropped.
So
I
that's
don't
not
need
people
that
getting
word.
offended. That's genuinely, there's a lot of like bad things behind that word or that culture thing.
Actually,
So
I'm okay with. I personally can't say it, but I'm fine with people saying it.
I'm fine with people saying it, but it's not the sort of thing that I would like to be. Like, it doesn't affect me,
Yeah,
but I understand what the word is.
yeah.
So,
So anyway, everyone who isn't a boomer, vote that down, please. Get that off the
yeah,
list.
yeah, get him out. Well,
Okay. And then tied for second, of course, incompetent position holders, another boomer problem. The forcing of electric cars, a huge, huge mountain of a problem that I personally hold near and dear because I love cars. And being put on the spot,
Yep.
also second. And
It's a
then
weird spot. Why is...
Kevin lost with laundry and keyboard defenders. I think because, honestly, I ruined keyboard defenders. That was probably a really good problem. I just completely derailed everything. And
Yeah, I
am
do want to
sorry,
talk
Kevin.
about your...
Wait. We can talk about that later when we bring in the mountain.
Okay, oh,
Someone's
okay.
bringing it in as a mountain.
If
So because I beat Kevin last week, I get to go first.
Yes.
And my mountain this week is being recorded for a couple of hours while you're drunk and having to watch it back. That is awful. And having to edit it and listen to yourself and listen to everything you said and all the awful ways you completely derailed your
And
brother's
these
problem.
You know what? I think you were in a very, very rare, great position. Not many people get to see themselves in that experience for that long of a period to go, wow.
Yeah.
Is it like that? Do I do this every time? That's a very, like, see, I've gone to work Christmas parties and I've drank and I've gone, man, I feel like I was annoying.
Yeah.
I feel that way. So I don't drink at work Christmas parties. But some people just go, it wasn't that bad. I had a great time.
I drink a lot at work Christmas parties. I've been kicked out 2 of them.
Yeah,
Not
see?
by work, but by the places that we were at.
See? Do you understand why you were kicked out, though?
Yeah, everyone loved it though. That was amazing. That's right.
I've heard comments from, I mean, to be fair, it was Mum, to say it was a hard episode to get through.
Yeah.
I mean, it
was awful audio as well.
Awful audio, awful watching your son drunk for an hour is tough.
Yeah.
And to be fair, there were a few points where I'm like, it's not that bad. We're having a good time. And then it's just like, oh, he's smashed.
Yeah.
So, look.
We never intended to do a drunk episode. It just kind of
No,
happened.
it wasn't. It didn't just happen. I kept saying, hey, slow it down. You don't need more ice. You don't even need another drink. And you're like, straight whiskey.
Yeah.
You got rotted. You were rotten.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to bring anything in.
Yes.
But I appreciate that it was an experience that we all needed at that moment, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
To an extent.
I had fun. Still.
Oh, I still had fun.
But yeah,
I had a great time.
Having to listen back on it. It's like, oh, man. Keyboard defenders, if you brought that in properly, could have been awesome. But
That's the thing. You sabotaged me. I really should have gone first this episode. But I think you should look directly into the camera. This camera right here.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
So I want you to look directly into it. Apologize to Mum.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Mum. Thought you were going to make me apologize to you.
No, fuck that.
No,
I had a great time.
What you tell me.
I enjoyed it. I actually think it was a pretty good time. Hanging out with Dad was good.
Awful audio.
Yeah, yes.
Everything, most things about that episode were bad, but it was fun. And we will try and get that on again because that was fun.
You know what though? I maybe we should go back to your mountain. So your mountain was that you spent a couple of hours in front of the camera drunk.
They had to watch it all back. Yeah, probably not something everyone can relate to, but maybe people did watch that and also didn't like watching that and vote that up as a mountain.
I'm going to say that's a molehill of a problem and possibly a mountain of benefit.
At least Mum's going to vote it up at least.
Well,
it's a problem.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Okay. No, but as a personal observation, that is fantastic. No one ever gets that. No one ever gets the opportunity to really sit there and go, wow, was that bad?
It's not a good thing.
No. And I hope you've learned something from it.
Yeah, not to record myself drunk again.
Oh, so you're still going to just...
Yeah.
Half a bottle. Oh, God. All right.
What's your first mountain?
All right. I thought you'd change.
No.
I thought you'd changed.
I'll never change.
So you stay up all night. Yeah, that's right. I'm bringing it in the Kevin way. You stay up all night. You're going, man, just had a hard day hanging out with the kids. You know, it's been a big day. One of them screaming about bloody cereal in the morning, all the way down to putting them to bed and they don't go to bed. Okay, big issues. Finally, you binge some TV. You go to bed. And crap. It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then the next morning you have to get up for work. Getting up for work is the mountain. Like it's
Nope.
No, you don't think getting up for work is an issue?
No.
I struggle so much on a weekday to get up and go to... See, I don't hate my job. I really enjoy my job. But if I had a choice, there's plenty of things that I want to do.
And I guess I usually start work at like 2 p.m.
Yeah, you don't have this. This is not your mountain.
Wake up bright and early 10 p.m.
All right.
10 a.m.
So what about when you were working at like an early starting job?
Yeah, I never minded waking up. Like I'd usually get up extra early so I could relax before work. So
what the hell is wrong with you?
If I have to start getting ready for work at say 7:30,
yeah,
I used to get up at like 6:30. So I could sit down, watch TV and stuff. So you can have like a really nice, relaxing time before you have to get into work.
See, what do you stay up late then?
I used to. So I was like, back then, both a night owl and an early bird.
See, that's what I mean. I couldn't do that.
Well, maybe you should cut your evening time down a bit, at least. Cut that down a little. Wake up extra early for work. It's like a great... just to enjoy your morning before work. It's nice.
I'll be fair, though. I have not done my sleep routine the same way for a while.
Yeah.
Because for a time, I was doing like I would read before bed and then I'd put on a show and I'd wind down and fall asleep to the show. And I know you're not supposed to, but you're not an ADHD brain.
Yeah.
So my mind is constant. So with ADHD, there's two types of thinkings. There's an external.
Yeah.
This is my mountain.
Yes.
This is my mountain. I will talk about my mountain. So, with ADHD, you have, there's an internal ADHD where your mind is constantly playing these things and you're just constantly thinking.
Yeah.
And then there's an external where you're distracted by outside noises and like every squirrel, you know, shit like that. I'm very internal. Yeah. So when I'm thinking nonstop, I actually need something to distract me.
Yeah.
That helps me.
Like a fidget spinner?
Well, no, because that's an extonna.
Have you tried going to sleep with a fidget spinner?
That would be so calming.
Yeah, then sorry.
I should get one.
Yeah.
Or just have like someone next to me. Or a fan mechanism with a fidget spinner. So
on every blade.
Fan blows the fidget spinner all night and I get...
All that, yeah.
Yeah. So, my wind down time doesn't work real well at the moment, so maybe it's just a now thing. But my issue is waking up for work, having to get up. It's a whole routine. Like, get up, make sure the kids are awake, get to work? Who wants to commute to work for an hour? Like, that's not exciting. You don't wake up going, I'm going to go to work. That's fun. That's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
If I just appeared at the office, I'd be like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, that'd be all right. But, wake up earlier. Have a nice morning.
Okay, this isn't the issue.
And that's why. So when I used to get up for work, I wasn't getting up for work. I was getting up for YouTube or whatever I was going to do. I was getting up for something else, and then work happens later. So
maybe
it's not.
That's what I need.
It makes it feel like work is less in control of your life. Because right now, everything you're doing is for work. You're waking up for work.
You plan and you go, I've got work at this time. I'll do this, and then by this time I'll be ready and I'll go to work.
Yeah. So if you wake up for yourself, do your own thing, and then get ready for work.
Maybe I should start my 5 a.m. gym session again.
Yeah, something like that. That might help.
I hated that.
Go to bed earlier, though.
I should go to bed earlier.
Sounds awful.
Yeah. All right. It's not a mountain. It's a me thing, and
defeated mid-air.
You know what though? I feel like
you're gonna stop caving.
No.
Until I've tested this method, it's a mountain.
It's a mountain. It is a giant mountain. It is a mountain because okay, like I said, I don't hate my job, but there's things I would prefer to do. On a weekend, I might wake up early and go, hells yeah, I've got a full day of things that I can do, especially when I'm excited.
Yeah.
On a work day, I'm not like, wake up, gotta go to work.
Yeah.
It's not exciting.
Yeah.
It's that feeling of like, why do I have to support a family?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, maybe I just hate responsibility. Maybe that should be my man.
Yep.
All right, go on. Number 2.
All right. This one, I thought of this actually earlier in the week, but when I came into your house this morning, it was pushed right into my face.
Oh, God, I know what it is. God damn.
So I walked in, and there's Rusty. Rusty?
Yes, that's what we call him.
So I walk in, and there's Rusty. Hey, I lost a tooth. And opens his hands, and look at all this. And he has like $1 million in his hands in $1 coins. My mountain is parents who give way too much money for teeth. Our parents had it good. They would give us like 50 cents, maybe $1 for your tooth. But now kids are getting 10, 20. I've heard kids getting $50 for their teeth. That's way too much. And then you can't then just give your kid $1 when they talk to the other kids and how much you get for your teeth? $50? Oh yeah, I only got $1. Like, there becomes a really competitive thing.
Why
it is
the tooth fairy hate me?
Yeah. It's similar to like the Santa giving the crapper gifts, which I prefer. I gave like some pretty okay stuff from Santa, but the best stuff is from me.
So I think the idea behind that was, we will go to the tooth fairy stuff, but the idea behind the Santa gifts being the higher gift is because you don't want the idea of you giving your kids a present not from yourself is for someone else to get the praise, because all of a sudden it's not about you giving the best gift, it's about the child receiving the best gift.
That's not at all what it was
and
about.
You not getting the praise.
No, that's not what it was about at all. It was about making kids behave all year. Look, you'll get another Xbox next year if you behave. That's what Santa gives you, you know?
Yeah.
But even if Santa's giving you okay gifts, you still want to behave so you get more gifts. It doesn't have to be the best gift. Anyway, the tooth fairy thing. It's awful. It's so out of control now. It's so competitive, and it's awful for kids as well.
Okay, I'm going to defend myself.
Yeah.
We forgot tooth fairy money last night. Ellie woke up at 4 a.m. going, crap! We forgot! So she scraped up what she could, threw it in a jar and goes, there we go. Now, we don't do the tooth under the pillow.
No, it's a silly idea.
That risks.
But parents are dumb.
No, some kids do it. Tooth fairy hates it. They get weird.
Yeah.
It's intrusive.
Yeah.
I don't like things creeping into the kids' room. Let's keep it in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, that's what our parents did as well.
Yeah. And we used to do fairy dust. So we'd like throw a bit of glitter around and like man, we went all out, like wrote a little note saying, thanks, you've really done well brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
You know, like, and create like a crazy story of like they go and build their homes and they grind them down. So the better teeth are used to build better structures. So they give more money.
Yep.
Now, I am not for the giant amount of money that a child gets.
It's wild. I think even $5 is a bit much.
But kids these days are clued on. They know how much a toy costs. They know what a game is, right?
And they shouldn't know that losing a teeth gets you a game or something. It doesn't.
But price inflation, Jeremy. Okay? So when we were kids, you could go to the shop and buy a 50-cent lolly.
Yeah.
Hells yeah, I earned that. I lost a tooth. Nah. You go to the shop with 50 cents. Oh, man, I got to pull out a few more before I can bloody buy this.
They give them $1. They can still buy a Freddo Frog or something.
Inflation. So, I agree. It's probably too much money. I would give $3 for a tooth. Unless it's a main one.
3's maybe okay. I still think like just one coin.
One coin, okay.
$2 coin. But we're not doing that at all.
How's the tooth fairy carrying all this crap? Yeah, okay.
Vera will be getting like fairy gifts. Like put in a fairy garden.
Is so awesome.
Or like little, you know, like little like mushroom statues and that kind of thing. Like
but
little.
I think you need to explain that as well. Like,
why'd the other kids get money and I got cool stuff? Well, the tooth fairy loves you a lot more.
Yeah.
You got primo teeth.
Yours worth mushrooms.
Yeah.
Well, look, it's not. I actually really like the idea of what you've done, but we had a weird scenario where we had one kid who doesn't believe in the tooth fairy. We've got another who's just come out of believing in the tooth fairy, and now a child who's obsessed with losing teeth for that. And also wants money to go and buy toys.
You don't get toy buying money for losing teeth. That's for your birthdays?
Yep.
Otherwise, that's what, 30 toys you get for losing your teeth. Or, if you lose all of your teeth, save all of those $2 coins, that's like $60. How many teeth do they have? 30? Is it 30? I feel like it's 30.
Count them.
It couldn't be 30 though. Because then you'd have an odd number somewhere, I think. Anyway.
Okay, I've got 8 teeth on either side. So, but that's 16, 32. 32 teeth.
So they must have 30.
Have 30.
No. They must have 30.
Yeah.
Or 28.
Yeah.
28 would make
Something
more
like
sense.
that.
Anyway,
teeth counting. All right, well, look, it's a reasonable mountain, but it's not the biggest mountain.
It's the biggest
not,
mountain.
Though. How is it?
Because it creates this awful weird scenario in these classrooms.
Well, yeah, okay. So in like a social context, it's quite awkward.
And spoils kids because they're like, they expect a lot more. When you give them a lot, they expect a lot more.
You know what's really good? If the kids who don't get a lot from Santa or the Tooth Fairy, you break the news to them early that, look, it was me that was giving you that.
Yeah.
So then they have the upper hand to tell the other kids that, nah, it's not real.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Give them the upper hand.
Yeah.
That's
so
a good idea.
There's no mountain here. It's a bloody, the social constraints is not an issue.
Huge mountain.
It becomes a manipulation.
What's your next molehill?
My next molehill.
Got him!
And it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Echo chambers.
Yeah.
Not like a physical thing, not...
Yeah.
It's echo chambers is a place where people sit in a room, like I find it a lot in like meetings or on Facebook or Reddit, where someone will give an opinion and then all you see is the same opinion over and over. No actual, no relevance.
I have a perfect example for you.
Mm.
It's like when a boomer says to a bunch of boomers, "Oh, I hate when people get offended," and then every boomer shares that post or spreads that message. God, I hate when people get offended.
Yes.
Oh, it offends me so much. I'm so offended at people being offended.
And why is everyone such a snowflake?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is it. That's the echo chamber. So how this came about was I saw a post on Reddit where J.K. Rowling is releasing a book about a transphobe who gets cancelled online.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was real. I don't know what the art is. But everyone in that thread was like, "Oh, you mean like a biography?" Like, no. You're all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
No one there was pushing against the grain. Like, it's just so ridiculous. You don't all need to get on board and say, "I support this." Like, it's so dumb. And even if I had an opinion that was so like, this is my opinion, and a lot of people agreed with it, I really don't think it's helpful.
Yeah, that group mentality where like, yeah, they might say something that's ridiculously wrong, but when a bunch of other people jump on board and like agree with them and build them up and like,
yeah,
that's the rightest thing I've ever heard.
And the whole like anti-vax stuff was a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's this echo chamber of someone had an opinion and then other people go, "I think I like that opinion more."
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense
more
to me.
scientific relevance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the echo chambers, but also in like a working context, if a business has an echo chamber, what's really damaging is that everyone's on board with this potentially damaging idea to a business or a culture, or you know, it creates this context that this is the right way because everyone in this room agreed.
Yeah.
But that's only one social standard. That's not like, you're not picking every demographic, you're picking everyone who's in that room or that environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Echo chambers is a mountain. What?
I'm just trying to think.
You're trying to shoot it down.
Yes.
Huh? But you agree with it.
Yes, I do hate echo chambers.
Yes.
I do think that kind of it is damaging. It does create cancel culture and that kind of thing.
Yes.
That's when like, yeah, if someone's offended by something, they will, like, if a comedian says something hilarious, but like they made fun of mums.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of mums get together who wouldn't normally even listen to this comedian, saying how offended they are, and they all repeat and echo this sentiment that, like, this is the most offensive thing in the world, this is worse than the N-word. Like, they just build
a case to say that this
a
is
big
damaging.
echo chamber. And that's how these comedians who have nothing to do with these mums get cancelled, because they all bring in their little echo chamber.
Yeah. Yep.
And that, it is a mountain. Your first one.
I got one. I got you to agree on a mountain.
Yeah, you'll get
Alright.
my vote this week.
Yes. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm very glad about that. That makes me feel validated.
Yeah, it's a huge issue for a lot of things, and a lot of reason why social medias are just an awful thing, because it helps that get along.
Especially group pages. You know what I found really, really, really damaging was the dad groups that I joined. Now, I joined a lot of dad groups to try and get involved and share the podcast. Really, it was a promotion tool. That's all I used it for. But looking at some of the posts, some of them were like, there's a lot of angry dads with their ex-partners. And I don't have a great relationship with my ex-partner. I actually wish I did. I think it's horrible for kids.
Yeah. You do have the worst ex-partner I know of anyone I've ever known.
I'm not even going to comment there.
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
And that's the thing. I don't think it's appropriate for me to say that.
No, it absolutely is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. So for me, as a dad of these amazing kids, to talk about their mum in a way that is poor, that may make them feel that way, or even uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You should not do that. And then all of these dads on these Facebook groups will be like, check this text the ex sent me. It's
Yeah.
horrible. Like, what a bitch.
Yeah.
Nah.
And all the other dads jump on board. And,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, she is a bitch.
Yeah, because they've all had that personal experience.
Yeah.
That's the echo boards that are so damaging, because not only is it like you're putting this idea into other males that are breeding this hatred towards, like, they're not recovering from this hatred.
Yeah. And then they'll go show their kids, look, kid, your mum is a bitch. All of these other dads agree.
Yeah. Like, you don't need personal validation for your own issue.
Yeah.
Piss off. Go and get some help. Go and stop abusing these women or husbands. It's not only ever men.
Yeah.
But
it is hard. And, like, these people, like, they probably do need someone to talk to. They don't need to talk to an echo chamber that's like, yeah, man, like, hate on that woman. Like, they need to talk to someone who's gonna maybe bring in a different opinion or, you know, talk reality to them.
And not be a keyboard defender when they get an opposing opinion.
Yeah.
This is what that keyboard defender is. It's, you need to be able to have an amicable communication throughout that. Because it's obviously something you're quite passionate about, but you can't get on there and be like, "Rawr, how dare you have an opinion that's opposing to mine? I needed an echo chamber."
You can't. Well, but so it's that's not to say it's not okay to agree with people's opinions.
No.
I think because you do want to support opinions and things that
It's a
you
like button.
agree
It's a
with.
heart button. You can just,
and you can comment something.
in my
That
experience,
adds
this
to
was
it.
similar.
Yeah.
But you're not, what I'm talking about with echo chamber is, yeah, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're completely right. This is going to work. And just, it's like a giant wank fest.
Yes.
Not cool.
No.
Anyway, those are my mountains. I'm so glad I got you.
We both had mountains.
Okay. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
What was yours?
The tooth money thing.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, all right.
Rolling in the tooth money. Okay.
So this is, if you want.
Sorry.
Fuck off.
Nice.
So-
Which is way cheaper than a dog in the long run.
Every time we do the weigh-in, you're like not in frame. I don't know if you saw what I did last time. I had to stop the edit, film myself laughing at what you do to me. It was ridiculous. So we are doing weigh-in now. This will be our last weigh-in for this
Ever.
season.
Yes.
So I got to probably one of the highest weights that I have been. That was a shock for me. That kicked my ass.
Yeah.
So I wanted to really understand why that was. And I started eating a bit healthier, apart from at Dad's. And also at my club lunch yesterday.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I've been doing a lot better. So this is, I don't want to lose the weigh-in.
I'm happy to keep doing it next season.
I think to me, it's personally a good incentive to see it.
Yeah.
But probably need to care about it more, because when I got to the highest weight I was like, whoa, out, Jesus.
Yeah, so I think we should have like a we'll have some kind of punishment system around it, probably just slapping your belly. But like, you know, a reason to do it.
Eat that day.
Yeah, and we will keep it at the end still, because it's probably not for everyone listening to our diets and seeing our weigh-ins every week.
All right, so Jeremy's going to weigh first. He is looking slimmer than last week. You know? Oh, you missed that. Off camera. Pretend to do it again. Just like this movement. Yeah, how good was that? I don't think any camera's getting it. Alright, no, that's fine. Alright, Jeremy is weighing
43.
You're not on it properly. Alright, Jeremy last weigh-in was 100.4. He's done it again, 99.7.
99.7.
Well done. I'm really impressed with that. Now, I'm nervous because my lunch yesterday was an overeat day.
Oh.
But every other meal for the past 2 weeks has been great. So
Yeah. And you were crazy high last weigh-in, 138. So you gotta be under that.
Oh, he's hoping. I don't want another belly slap. All right. See my cool shirt? Last fortnight I was 138.
137.1. So
Okay.
you've lost 900 grams? I lost 500 grams, maybe 600. You win.
Well, maybe, because I think yours was 104. I announced
100.4.
Why did you... Okay. Yay!
All right, that wasn't a belly slap. That was a high five.
Just for those listeners, just in case.
Just for the listeners. So...
you know what? So... This is you move that way. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay. So this was a great 6 months for us. So many things happened. We talked about some great things, some very offensive things. We had a few guests.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time together over the past few years. Jeremy and I haven't had a chance to, so it was awesome to connect and hang out, especially after a pandemic. It was really cool to hang out with family. Thank you for everyone watching, and this is a special finale episode, but it's also the episode that'll be released after Father's Day. Tomorrow is Father's Day. Episode will come out after Father's Day, but I hope all of you had a great Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. And look, you are all doing a fantastic job. It's tough. It's a great job. It's the
best job in the world.
It is the best job in the world.
And most exhausting.
And what do they call it when you don't get recognized for your work? Unrecognized?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, it is such a rewarding, amazing job. Hardest and best job you'll ever do.
Yep.
Well done. Congratulations. You're doing a great job. Hang in there. Talk to people. And also, 10th of September is Suicide Acknowledgement Day or Awareness Day. So please, there's a support thing by doing 10,000 steps. I will be doing that.
Good work.
And so speak up, stay chatty, and be kind to yourself.
And others.
And others. And your children. Be kind to your children.
Yeah.
Alright, that's my spiel about health things. What?
I just thought of my next mountain.
Oh, good. Was it a lovely speech?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So, it's been a great first season, and we look forward to seeing you next season. Thank you again, patrons, for all your support. And if you'd like to become a patron and watch our studio come to life, you can join us at patreon.com/dadversedad. And if you want to unsubscribe for the few weeks while we're not putting out episodes, we also completely understand. And we will let you know via Facebook, Patreon, and Reddit on r/dadversedad. When we actually are coming back, when we know when we're coming back.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And your support has really, really pushed us to continue. It's been a weird, background. We're obviously busy people with our work, with raising a family, and then to have that extra thing in the background going, no, you kind of have to. People are paying you to do this.
Yeah.
And although it's not a whole chunk of people, it does mean a lot, and it does put that really positive pressure. So thank you.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah. Bye, Hungries.
We've been dads.
Two brothers.
Daddy. Dad.